On this episode, we're putting together the Quickjack 3500 LX. So the boxes come pre-destroyed from the factory, but it's okay. All I did so far was cut off the little packing straps on the outside, and then when you take the lid box off, there's more packing straps on the inside. And then there's wood and styrofoam. So even though the outside of the box looks terrible, the unit themselves are not damaged. I'm not really clear on what this is yet because I haven't read the instructions, but there's two of them and it looks like a handle. So if you grab it here, it's got wheels on it. They're about, they said 60 pounds, but with the wheels, they roll pretty good. My buddy would say, lay this out in the sun and it'll straighten out. Bolts to this handle in the handle. So the first thing we're going to put in is this elbow fitting. So it's threaded with a O-ring on this side, and then that side is tapered. So we're going to put this side into the unit down there. We want it to face this away. So a 6mm takes out this plug right here. And then we just thread this in. They said don't use any tape or Loctite on this fitting. So one of these is going to fit on the end of that, and the other end is not, so it's pretty easy. And we'll want to put some thread lock on there, but really shouldn't need it. So send this under the unit. The bottle's red, but the goo is not. That's probably too much. So next is this quick connect. So this rubber cap is to, you know, keep it clean. It threads into here. So a 14 millimeter on that elbow, 2/17 on the hose end. This is a 22 millimeter, but that's not going to come off. I have a 22 millimeter. First, check this off. Put a little thread sealer on it. And then get this started. And then repeat. And then these fittings are tapered, so there's not really a torque spec. You just tighten them down till they're tight. Try not to break them off. That's how tight you want them. The thread sealer will help prevent any leaks. And then the last bit, I don't know if I like this, but I'll figure it out, is to install the quick connects into the unit. And so this one has a rubber seal, and they say don't use thread sealer, and you really can't, because it's full of transmission fluid, aka hydraulic fluid. So do the bottom one first. Technically you could pull this off and get it out of your way. You can take this off and get it out of the way. This back on, and this back on, take this off, and put this on. So this thing was about half full. Then we used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, a couple of 8 drops, 9, 10, 12 drops. So now we fill it up with hydraulic fluid or automatic transmission fluid. So these air cylinders, they want tapped into with about 50 p, between 40 and 50. And they are about 8.5. Whoa, that's fast. $44.5. I'll take it. So these things are like air hose style, only they're hydraulic, so you just push them together. And then they're going to click. And then they're locked in place. We have power. We have fluid. We might have to bleed it. Oh. It said don't put them all the way up with nothing on it. That's why. Let's see. So I think because it's going to go up like this, you got to shift it a little bit forward to get on those body mounts when it starts to go up. But we'll see. Okay, that works pretty good. It tilted a little forward when it started going up, but then as it goes up, the weight starts to shift more. And then it's locked on that highest spot. So you gotta jack it up, and then that lock will flip, and then it'll come down. So we needed a 6mm Allen, a 14mm, two 17mm, and then a 22mm or 7/8. And then they say 2 liters of hydraulic fluid or automatic transmission fluid. Is it quicker than jacking it up and put it on jack stands? Probably so. If I had a little bit more space this way, it'd be better. But we'll get there. I think this will be high enough to get that X-1 in the air, and then I can get that motor underneath it and lift it up into place. If it's not, then what we can do is jack the car up with the hydraulic jack, and then stack this block on that other block, and that should get us up to like 21 inches of lift. This is 16 plus 1, so 18 maybe. I like it. I like it. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good day.